I'm Dr. Isela Garcia. Welcome to the Kindergarten Experience, where we are engaging children's minds, providing meaningful opportunities for learning, and encouraging critical thinking. Today's experience is funnels and tubes. I'll tell you what you need for funnels and tubes. You're going to need a bin, big bin, big enough for a couple children to be able to play. So make sure that it's a big bin that is pretty sturdy. You're going to need PVC pipes. You're going to need PVC joints. So this is an elbow, and you're going to need a cross joint in the center. And that's simply a joint that holds 4 different pieces. That's to secure it inside the base. So you want to make sure that it's super secure. You're going to need vinyl tubing. All of this you can get at your local hardware store. Zip ties, funnels, and when you go get your vinyl tubing, take your funnels with you. You want to make sure that the funnel can actually fit inside the vinyl tubing, okay? You'll need water with food coloring inside. It's kind of cool for children to be able to see the water go through the tubing, and it's really hard to do so when it's not colored. And then, when you buy your PVC pipe, you want to cut it down to size so that it works for the length that you need. You want to cut it down so that children can be able to see the flow of water. You can also adjust your tubing based on where you put it with the zip ties. Now, if you need to cut it to make it shorter or higher, then you can go pick one of these up. It's an easy PVC cutter. Makes it super easy for you to be able to create one of these and make it especially the way that you need it for your kids. The other thing that you might need is a raincoat or smocks for kiddos. And I gotta tell you, I was a teacher that never used one of these, but just in case you need one, it's great. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the funnel inside the tubing. You're gonna secure it fairly well. And then you're gonna use the zip tie to attach it to the PVC pipe. Your tubing needs to be fairly secure, particularly where the funnel is. And what you're going to do next is just loop it wherever you want it to go. Now, the cool thing about this is initially, you would really want to secure it so that children are starting to gain an understanding of how to use materials. Now, when we do anything that's new and different, you have to have some sort of kind of clear expectations for kiddos. And so this provides the opportunity for them to move it, but not to do this, because kindergarten kids are gonna do that. That's just what they do. So then you're going to give them containers. Now this one is one I might not give a kindergarten kiddo because it's just too big, but they need to have enough water to be able to do this experience. So you have to have bins of water, containers of water, or access to water. So we're gonna put lots of water in through our funnel and watch it move. Whoa, do you see how cool that is? That's super amazing. Now, the neat thing about this is that you're gonna have a small group of children around you, hopefully when you're first starting to do this. And this is a high interest area. So what that means is that a lot of kiddos are gonna wanna do this. Provide some structure within that. You're gonna say, we're gonna have 3 kids start while other children are in the other learning areas, and we're gonna work collectively in learning how to use these materials safely. That's the key part about doing these types of experiences. Children can do these on their own, but they need you to help provide that guidance initially. Let's think about the language that could happen here. The flow of water, does it make a difference if we lift it up? Does it make a difference if we push it down? Does it make a difference if we tilt it? Whoa, wasn't expecting that, were we? Oh my goodness. So you're gonna need to know that that happens in the classroom. So you need towels, and probably if you're like a neat freak, you're gonna need something like a sheet or some sort of plastic tablecloth. I wasn't one of those teachers. I was a teacher that it happens, not a big deal. You just gotta go with the flow. That's why smocks might be a good idea. Again, I never used smocks. I just was ready to get dirty with kids every day. This type of experience with kids can really foster lots of language opportunities. So they can talk about how quickly the water is moving, the flow and the movement of water, what makes it come through the tubing, and why doesn't it move when I hold it up this way? all of these experiences with language create a foundation for literacy. It's your engagement that helps children become critical thinkers. They can't do this on their own. Their exploration is critical. But when you engage with them and have lots of incredible open-ended questions, then they are able to think hard about what it is they're learning. Now, as a classroom teacher, one of the things that's super important is for them to have this deep, expansive language. So this is a great way to remember to incorporate the language when you're engaging in opportunities within the context of their experiences. The language here for this particular activity is plastic, funnel, tube, investigate, hypothesis. These kiddos are scientists. Use the language. Use the language within the context of the experience, and remember that they are learning through your interactions, and this expansive vocabulary is building the foundation for literacy. So let's make the commitment to engage children's minds and have fun. The kindergarten experience is brought to you by the Virginia G. Piper Charitable Trust, in collaboration with the Arizona Department of Education and the Alessi Group.